everyone, I'm the IdealistSimmer and welcome to the second video in the Latino Oasis Springs series. If you've seen the first video, where we walk around the Amado's wedding venue, you already know what this is about. We are rebuilding the world of Oasis Springs in Latin American style. Here we started off with the original Solare Flare Lounge, and I didn't just simply bulldoze the lot. That's why on the gallery it says by IdealistSimmer, original by Maxis. I wanted the bar to be functional, and by keeping the original bar, the lot spawns the bartender, so you don't have to serve drinks to yourself. I don't know if there's any other way to achieve this, but this is the only way I know how to do that. If you know a better way, please let me know down in the comments because I'd like to learn. The basic shape of the building is relatively simple. It consists of the main building facing the street and an extension and a courtyard in the back. There are 3 floors in total, the ground floor, the first floor and a very small second floor with a tiny terrace. The roof tiles are similar to those on the wedding venue next door, but are slightly bigger, and the color of the building is similar but slightly less sandy. I'm trying to keep the cohesion between buildings so they look like they belong to the same world, but I'm slowly moving away from the sandiness to allow for more color on the exterior of the next building over where the gym is. The facade is not too complex. The roof facing the street is hidden behind crenellations or an embattled parapet wall, whatever you want to call it. That's the type of wall that was usually built on top of castles and defensive structures, and it has different heights so that soldiers could hide behind the taller portion of the wall while shooting at the encroaching army from the lower portion of the wall. Here, of course, is just for aesthetic purposes. On the ground floor, there is a portico with 6 arches and rusticated stones between them. They're not really that, but that's the look I was trying to achieve. The first floor has 6 double windows with pilasters in between, and the second floor has 2x4 windows. I added a balcony on each side to break the flatness of the main plane of the facade, and I placed the outside lights both on the floor and on the facade to make the building look nice at night. The entrance is made of 3 doors, but only the middle door is usable. You'll see it later, but I blocked the 2 side doors with console tables from the inside so that the Sims would only use the middle door. Now we'll be starting with the interior. This is the biggest and the most important room in this building. The most notable feature of this space is the central stage. It's not a huge stage because this is not a theater or a concert venue, but it's enough for your Sims to be able to perform and play instruments. When I'm just starting out and I don't have enough money to buy a piano or other musical instruments, I come here to practice. Sometimes other Sims will even tip me while I play, so that's an added bonus. While decorating the interior, I used a lot of different colors. Luckily, this game has lots of objects inspired by Latin American culture, and color is such an integral part of that vibe, so I made full use of it throughout. There are many sitting areas all over the venue, but I made this corner slightly more private, so you could have a romantic date away from other Sims. And I changed the light to red, but you don't see it here. I did it off camera in live mode. I think there is a mod that lets you change light colors in build mode, but I don't have it yet. This is the bar that I recycled from the original lounge, so it would spawn the bartender, barista, mixologist, whatever the word is. And I changed the colors of the bar stools to make them more lively. I've placed a bin and sprinkled some clutter objects like salt shakers and bottles to finish the bar area. So here is one of many seating areas for group gatherings. Just some sofas with a small coffee table in the middle, a candle on top of it, and a nice colorful rug underneath. I also use many wall decorations and plants, as they make everything look better and more like an actual place. I have actually never been to Latin America, but someday I'd really like to go there. I've seen so many pictures of Guanajuato, San Miguel de Allende, Ciudad de Mexico, Buenos Aires, Machu Picchu, Lima, and so many other places I'm hoping to get to see. If you are from Latin America and you have some advice for me on how to make my build look more Latin American, please let me know down in the comments. I'm always trying to expand my horizons and become a better builder. Anyway, going back to the build, these tables in the middle are meant for having dinner, while the lounging areas on the sides are for sitting around and having drinks and talking to other Sims. Well, in theory. As I'm sure you know, Sims just don't care. They just go around and sit wherever they want and do whatever they want, even if it makes no sense. As I said, I blocked the side doors with console tables and I put some usual objects you would find around an entrance like a coat rack and a menu with daily specials. And then we go back to putting in some more seating areas or lounging areas to finish the main room. There will be 3 more sitting areas on this floor. The first one will be blue, the second or the middle one, whatever you want to call it, will be yellow, and the last one will be kind of industrial in style with leather furniture right next to the door that leads you directly out into the courtyard. To download this build from the gallery, you need 6 or 7 packs, depends on how you count. I'm not sure if I should count the holiday pack because it's free and everyone has it, so let's say you need the holiday pack plus 6 more paid packs. The paid packs that you need are Cats and Dogs, City Living, Get Together, Get to Work, Parenthood, and of course Jungle Adventure. Jungle Adventure is one of my favorite packs because it comes with so many good build and buy objects and it's so useful when you're doing a Spanish build like this. I'm somewhat of a greedy simmer, for me it's never enough. I always want more furniture, more windows, more doors. I always want more of everything because I like all the options it gives me and all the possibilities it unlocks to build different things. Just like my first build, this build is also custom content free. I really like custom content, but I'm just starting out and my YouTube channel is new, so for now I'm just building vanilla until I get the hang of things. Also, looking at the interior like this, maybe someone will find it too colorful, but I like it like this. I like all the colors because they remind me of summer. What can I say? I was born in early August and I'm a summer baby. Of course I like summer and things that remind me of it. Now we're finishing up the main room and we'll be moving to the back extension where the corridor and the toilets are. The corridor leads to the toilets on the ground floor and it also leads to the courtyard and it contains the stairs that lead you up to the first floor. When I was deciding what to cut out and what to leave in, I thought about cutting out all the parts where I build toilets and corridors, but in the end I decided to leave in these ones on the ground floor and to cut out the ones on the first floor. They are almost identical, so there is no need to see them built twice. That's why you see them magically appear on the first floor while I build the rest of it. The toilets are very basic, just like in most public places. Standard tiles on the floor and the walls, simple lighting, toilets, sinks and soap to wash your hands, mirrors, a plant or 2 bins, and that's more or less it. There's not a lot to say about toilets. For me, they are the least fun part of a build. The hallway is also very basic. Some tiles on the floor, some wall decorations, pots of different sizes and some plants. I don't think that actual plants could live underneath the stairs with almost no sunlight. So let's just say they're plastic plants like I've seen in some Mexican restaurants. Did you hear that, Mr. T? These are some fake plastic plants. I won't say your real name, but you know who you are. Sorry guys, this one was just for me. I like to annoy my friends. I have a friend that hates fake plants. I also have one plastic plant in my bathroom and he threatens to throw it away every time he comes around. Now hope I don't get slapped like Chris Rock the next time we see each other. Anyway, going back to the build, in the courtyard I didn't do too much. There's a fountain with some chairs and a few tables to sit around. During the day it would probably be too hot to sit there, so it's more for nice summer evenings when you get a cocktail and sit outside with your friends and talk, because inside it's noisy or crowded. I put some plants in the corners because that's more realistic than having plants everywhere. I tried not to make the courtyard too lush because it's in Oasis Springs, a desert world. It's not a rainforest or jungle like in Selva Dorada. By the way, I would so like to be able to live with my Sims in Selva Dorada. It's a beautiful world, but as we all know, it's only a vacation world, so we can't live there, and that's such a shame. Most of the plants I use are tropical looking, like palm trees and cacti, but I mix in some flowers and bushes as well. I also placed some potted plants because I've seen so many pictures of Latin American courtyards with pots everywhere. On the ground, on stairs, on half walls, it was potted plant bonanza. So I'm hoping that will help the courtyard achieve the right look. By the way, at the end of this video is going to be a little walk in first person. You will see this build from the point of view of a sim. It starts in the main room and goes through all the rooms and it ends on the terrace on the second floor. Well, when I say through all the rooms, I mean through all the interesting rooms. I won't take you for a walk through all the toilets, don't worry. This is one of those bushes you can fertilize and use to relieve yourself, but please don't fertilize this bush. There are toilets very close by. Anyway, there's also an arch that allows you to access the lounge from the parking lot in the back. I know that in The Sims 4 we don't have cars, but hey, I can dream, right? Sometimes you'll see Sims coming in from here instead of coming in through the front door, and I think that's realistic. When buildings have more than one entrance, people will use whichever is closest to them. Now we're starting with the first floor. If you're anything like me, you will probably remove this door to keep all the Sims on the ground floor. I know it might be weird to some people, but I like it when all the Sims on community lots are close by, especially if it's a nightlife related lot like this one. Although empty clubs were normal in the last 2 years, that's not usually the case in normal circumstances. The first floor consists of a bar, a few sitting areas, a dance floor, a restroom area and a small concert hall. Okay, so this is the dance floor. Here in the footage the lights are white, but I've changed them to green and red in live mode to give more of a nightlife atmosphere to this floor. If you download this lot from the gallery, you will get that version with colored lights. This is the concert hall, and this floor is semi-public, semi-private. Yes, I know that probably sounds confusing, but what I mean is that most of the floors is accessible to the public, but this part is accessible just during special occasions. The concert hall is usually locked and it's open to the public only when there's a concert or a recital or an event of that sort. It's not suited for a huge rock concert, it's an area for smaller events. This small room on the second floor is a practice room for artists who perform in the concert hall, just to warm up and get ready before the show. It opens up onto a small terrace with a lovely view of the wedding venue next door. We've almost reached the end of the video, so this is just a friendly reminder to subscribe if you like this build or this video. There will be more videos like this on my channel. I'll be building all sorts of things. My next project will probably be a starter home, but we'll see, I haven't decided yet. Please leave a like because it really helps with the algorithm a lot. So thank you for watching and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye!